What's going on, guys? So this is going to be episode 11, Megalobox Season 2. You know, Sakuma, the scientist, continues to use some Weasley tactics to make sure that Mikio and Yukiko don't end up, thwarting his plan of trying to incorporate his technology and, kind of outsource it and sell it to the military. And he does that by saying one of his goons to Mikio, trying to get him to take back the thesis. Obviously that doesn't work. She gets completely rolled. Then we got the fight between Sachio and Joe. And I just want to say that was probably the most important part of last episode, but I think this episode might top that because of what we saw at the end, where Joe passed out from, what seemingly is withdrawals from his drug problems that I thought he'd got over, but this could be something else, or it could just be that. So we'll have to watch the episode to find out. But let's go. This is another flashback? What is this? It's Chief. Yeah, it's flashback. Oh man, we haven't seen Chief in a minute. He made that? The fact that he made that is just wild to me because it looks pretty good. But I put on my gear to feel Carlo by my side. Damn, so that was his way of bonding with his son and kind of keeping that around him. Respectable. Can't make your mistakes easier, but you lose your self-esteem, you can't. Yeah, that's true. That's the one thing you have that keeps you going, your self-esteem. You don't have that, you pretty much just lose everything that you are. So what are they doing? They're doing an MRI on this guy right now. Funny majors and blood clots. Okay, so nothing. Headaches. Yeah, I mean it's from the withdrawals, right? Signs of inflammation, ulcerations in the digestive system. Oh, so the drugs had a lasting impact on his body. That sucks. There isn't a single box. This is true. You watch UFC or you watch any MMA or even like football, like those guys all have brain damage. So some of them even have like CTE, so this is not uncommon. Yeah, it's good to see that Joe's okay, but them figuring out that he was addicted to painkillers for the first time is probably really shocking for them. And hopefully that makes them a little bit more worried about him. I don't know. I mean, Sachio has come around, right? But he's not here right now. I mean, she's definitely noticed the, what? Oh, she's straight up just lying. She literally saw him break down. What kind of cap is this? Hey man, if a kid hands you something to eat, you better fucking fake eat that shit. If a kid hands you like something that's like a fake phone, you better pick that shit up and answer it. That's just the rules, man. God damn, dude. I can't take it. I'm sorry. Is he tap dancing on yo, I hate this guy, dude. This guy. I hate this guy so much. Such a fake, dude. Yo. They both know what each other's doing on the low. That's the funniest thing. Wow, he's being really honest right now with everyone, really forthcoming. It's very interesting hearing his retelling of, basically the first half of this season. I know I said that the Chief stuff and that whole arc wasn't like something that I was really too involved in or too invested in, because I really wanted the main plot line and the main characters to come back. But like now when I look back at it, it makes a lot more sense, and it holds a lot more meaning just to see like the payoff of everything that Chief taught him, and the issues that they kind of solved together and went through. So yeah, I think I definitely appreciate Chief a lot more now. The freaking yo man, I can't say this enough. The music in this show is just like otherworldly. They just know the right type of music to play in every scene, whether it's a chill scene or a fight scene or a suspenseful scene. Like, they just know. This is great. This is great. This is really good. This is kind of like unlike last time when he was fighting Lu. He didn't take really anyone's input. He didn't take Sachio's. Just kind of did it. And so now it's kind of the opposite. He's, you know, asking everyone what they think, and this is how they should operate. This is how a family should operate, and it's good to see that, you know, the troubles that they went through and the fact that they made up actually translated into, you know, future events. And okay, all right, Sachio, all right, this fucking guy, dude. Forgiving, you're not forgiving. What does it even mean, bro? Okay, this Sachio, man, he's a little bit annoying right now. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's just like, he needs to like let go a little bit. Like, he needs to chill out. Like, Joe is not your enemy here. If anything, Joe is your biggest ally. Whatever. Maybe he'll maybe when Joe's getting beat the fuck up by Mac time, he'll wake up. Oh, he's got gear now. Let's go. He's using Chief's. That's love. That's tough. What a great way to end off this season. Of course it is, because these guys are saboteurs and they do not care. And, oh my god, this guy, dude. Like, this guy, the price of high-spec integration? Oh my god, this guy does not care about a single... This guy doesn't have a shred of humanity in him. Okay. This guy's... It's not even that he's, like, evil. It's just he's just heartless. You know what I mean? He just doesn't have, like, that same moral compass that, like, other people, normal people would. The hesitation in endangering someone's life. Okay, what's happening to his kid? What the hell? Oh, he had another episode? Yo, she's the biggest capper of all time. Literally not even like a day ago she was like, oh yeah, you know, nothing's happening to him. He's fine. But look at it, like, yeah, what do you think now, huh? Oh, dude, Mac might actually just die in the ring. He might just literally die in the ring. He's kind of acting like how Joe did in a way, where he's like, alright, I'm gonna fight this fight no matter what. I don't care about what other people think. What? What do you mean? What did she do? Damn! Yo, at that point, bro, like, if that doesn't wake you up, if that does not wake you up, then I don't know what will. Oh, so she accepted the treatment? Oh no. I mean, she does have that authority to make that choice, I guess, on his behalf as his spouse. But, yeah, let's look how that worked out. So she chose the short term instead of the long term, and she wanted him to get better quickly. Oh. Yo. Oh wow, she took that risk, huh? So she, okay, so if I'm getting this right, she basically allowed him to use his body as an experiment in order to save her son. Oh, he has woken up. Let's go. Okay, Mac. It's Mac time, boys. Oh my god, he's diverting the conversation. Yo, this guy is a master manipulator. You see how he just like swerved and diverted that shit from away from himself? Oh my god. It's Mac time. It's Mac time. Come on. Oh my god. This guy I have chills down my spine with just how good this guy is at manipulating people. This heartless, glassy-eyed motherfucker. Holy. How many people who's exhausted from walking? Okay, we're getting the story again. More of the story. Nomad, please listen to my song one more time. If this is Mac, then I know what I gotta say. Yeah, it is Mac. Oh, okay. So I know what's going on here. Alright, I'm gonna talk about it after. I think it's about to end right now, right? Alright, here we go. Okay, so Megalobox episode 11. Wow. That was an intense episode, wasn't it? So I want to cover two major things. Stuff with Joe and stuff with Mac. So at this point, you know, the relationship between Joe and Sachio is what it is. You know, Sachio at some point, I'm assuming during the fight, is gonna have to kind of wake up, and although he has like kind of gotten real comfortable with Joe, he's at some point gonna have to like actually forgive him and move on. But I'm assuming that's gonna happen, you know, in the next few episodes. But Joe is definitely grown. He is at this point conversating with everyone, getting their opinion on whether he should take this fight or not, which pretty drastically contrasts what he did when he was about to fight Lou, when Pops was on his deathbed. You know, he didn't really take anyone's advice, he didn't really take anyone's input, he just kind of went with it, and he said, I'm gonna do this, and I think this is for the best. And so that kind of highlights Sachio's and a lot of the other characters' point that Joe needed to stop doing everything on his own and kind of rely on the people around him, and that is exactly what he's doing now. So hopefully that growth is something that Sachio looks at and eventually kind of accepts, and they can become, you know, friends again. So okay, now the stuff with Mac. I can't stress enough how manipulative and terrible Sakuma is. The guy continues to manipulate Mac, and you see that in a crazy way when Mac confronts him about the thesis and Mac time and all that stuff in the technology. He starts asking him about it, and Sakuma instantly diverts the conversation. Instead of tackling the question, he says, oh, I'm surprised your wife didn't tell you earlier. You know, I think that's something that your wife would have told you if you guys were close or something. So he just instantly just diverts that and tries to get him to go against his wife. So that is just like master manipulating right there. And I think at this point he has him in the palm of his hand. So we find out that the wife of Mac actually made the call to perform this experiment and implement BES into his body because Sakuma was at the hospital and he had offered to, you know, provide a donor and basically get the surgery done for her son in return. And so she made that call, and although it did kind of save Miguel's life, if you just look at what situation they're in now, it's not necessarily the best decision they could have made, because there still was a chance that Mac could have survived and, you know, gotten better with physical therapy. It just would have been over a longer time. Now, towards the end of the episode, we do get more of the story of the Nomad and the Hummingbird, except at this point, or rather in this version, it's between Mac and Sakuma. And so Mac being the Nomad, Sakuma being the Hummingbird. But unlike Chief, Sakuma is not a good Hummingbird. He's not someone that is kind of telling him nice things and kind of guiding him in the right direction. He's kind of just singing a sweet song and kind of manipulating him and kind of has the Nomad entranced. And that's exactly what Mac is. He's kind of just stuck, and he's kind of just under the spell of Sakuma. Obviously, that it's all influenced as well by the technology kind of messing with his mind. But yeah, I really like how they show the dichotomy between Mac and Sakuma's relationship, and, you know, Joe and Chief's relationship. I really liked how they compared the two with one story of the Nomad and Hummingbird. It really goes to show how you can take one story and it goes to show how you can just take one story and kind of interpret it and kind of apply it in two different ways. But yeah, this is a very nice episode of Megalobox. A lot of good revelation, a lot of good growth for Joe, and it's all coming to a head. Only 2 episodes left, I think. I think this season has about 13 episodes. The fight is probably going to start next episode. I think we're finally at a point where all the plot points are kind of tied up, and the only thing left is for the fight to happen, and whatever comes of that will come of that. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Mac faints and dies in the ring. Like, I feel like that's something like that's gonna happen. But Joe might also undergo something. We do find out that the painkillers are affecting his body, and they did have lasting impacts, you know, and he has ulcers and stuff in his body, so that might also play a factor when he's in the middle of the fight. But regardless, we're gonna have to see what that fight holds next week. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave me a like. Let me know what you guys thought about Sakuma down below. I don't think there's a single person who probably likes Sakuma. I hope not. I mean, if you do, then let me know what your reasons are for that down below. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.